You guys can tell me if you see it. Do you see it?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I'm just going to give a disclaimer that hopefully I don't get any like inappropriate message from somebody like my boyfriend messaged me, "Hey honey, miss you," or something like that. So, something called, we just keep it on the down low, okay?
I can always edit it on YouTube. I can cut that part out. Don't worry. I do that.
No, I'm laughing because I did that a couple of times. I was a guest speaker on a call, and like something flashed through, and I was like, "Wow, what's that?" You know. You guys know me. I'm like pretty down with all that kind of stuff. Like nothing really gets me. So, so I don't know if Kristen told you who I am. I'm Julie Weisenberg, but my nickname's Jedi, and I'm a peer coach of Kristen. So we're on the same team with Kim, and you know your team too. But I always got along well with your coach, Kristen, because we're both fitness instructors. So she does Insanity, I do PIO, and now a bunch of other stuff too. So when I met her on the team, I just was really, well, first of all, I was inspired by her because I thought she was like a total badass. I told her recently, like she was my like idol, and I was like, oh my God, like she was on the Insanity video. She met Darren and Danielle, and like I want to be her, you know. So, and she had all the tattoos, and she was just like, you know, really funky and cool. So, so yeah, I always like kept in touch, and then we were able to be roomies. Anyway, and then this year I tried to like really stay in touch with her more. I thought we could help each other a lot because we're both in that little niche of doing live classes and also doing online coaching. So one of the things she asked me to do is kind of share with you guys some things I learned in a course. I took a social media course with just a few other coaches in the Fitspire Empire. So I think there's only like 5 of us total that took this course. And it was, I have to say, it was a little bit complicated. I really tried to pay attention for the whole, I think it was like 2 or 3 months that I was in it. But one of the things I learned to do was make really inexpensive, super targeted ads on my business page. Now, I don't know how many of you guys like have a business page or whether you use your personal Facebook or your business Facebook. What I'm going to show you is really more for like your business page because you really can't do this kind of stuff on your personal. I don't know if you guys, I learned this in the course too, that Facebook will kind of give you like a hand slap. They'll come down hard on you if somebody starts to report you as being like too salesy on your personal page. So I don't really know anyone like offhand right now that's had this happen. I mean, I think there was like a couple top coaches that maybe got their hand slapped here and there. But basically you want to try to keep this all on your business page. Your business page is like free reign. I mean, you can do anything you want there. You can't like put yourself topless. I mean, they'll shut you down for that. You can't show too much skin. No, it's true. You actually can't show that much skin, but
yeah, and you can't have any curse words like in if you want to like boost a post.
Yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff. But you can really do a lot of like totally sales. I mean, not that we do that, but like you could do like full out salesy kind of crap, and it would be like no problem at all. But you can't do it on your personal page. So I'm right now in the program that we use for this. So I don't know if you guys have ever done a post on your business page and Facebook sends you like this little tiny notice and it's like, oh my God, this post that you just did is performing 90% better than all your other posts. And it says you can click here to like boost this post. Personally, I never do that. Okay. And I used to do that until I took this course and the guy taught us you don't ever do that. So that boosting that Facebook offers you is like a cheesy kind of like half-ass boosting thing. And they will take your money and you'll probably get nothing out of it. So there's no point in doing it. That's my advice. What I'm going to show you may take a little bit of time the first time you do it. So I recommend you pick a Saturday or Sunday or some day that's for you during your weekly schedule where you have a lot of downtime. Put aside an hour or two to just play with this, and it really is play. It's more like a fun thing, and once you get the hang of it, I can crank these out pretty fast. But the first time I did it, it took me like a couple hours on a Saturday to learn how to do this. Okay, so here are the basic concepts. When you guys open your Facebook, and I was telling Kristen, because my computer is a little bit old, it's a 2006 Mac, and they label it vintage when I went to the Mac store. Vintage, they call this. So I'm afraid to go back. I know. So I'm kind of afraid to go back and show you guys what it looks like because we may get stuck there and I can't go forward again. But I'm going to explain to you that when you're in your Facebook, do you know how like up here you've got that search bar where you can type in like Jedi Julie or Fit and Sassy Kristen or whatever, Kim Lima. The place where you type in a person's name to find them, you're going to type in Power Editor. And you can see, do you guys see the name of the program right here? It says Power Editor. Yeah. You just type it in, and it's got a little blue icon, and it will show up, and you click on it. And it opens up to Power Editor. It's a free program that Facebook operates, and it's a gift to you to use. It doesn't cost anything. It's just there. It's there all the time. So you open it up, and you can tell it's you because it will automatically know it's you. And so there's my name, and I guess that's my account number for Facebook. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm in Power Editor now, and this is where I make all my ads. I want you guys to grasp this concept. There's like the bigger fish bowl, then there's the medium-sized fish, and then there's like the baby minnows, okay? So the fish tank is like this campaign right here. So everything you do, I want you to always think like huge. You're going to give your campaign a name. So for example, like let's say this is the first kind of ad I ran. I wanted to bring more eyes to my page because they're always saying, right, that you should get more people to look at your page. So how do you get more people besides adding more friends, right? Well, you can actually get your whole page out to more people, out to strangers. So I made a campaign and I think I called it Jedi Julie like page or Jedi Julie more likes or something silly. I mean, you can call it any name you want to, but let's just say I called it Jedi Julie more likes. That's the broader big fishbowl. That's my campaign. You always make a campaign. You don't really come back to it. Like you're not going to quote you're not going to run a campaign. You're going to run ad sets and you're going to run ads. Your campaign is just like this mundane like label that you give your project. It's almost like a school project, but you're never going to actually like walk around with your project. It just kind of sits there. You give it a name, call it something, whatever. Under every campaign is your medium-sized fish, right, which are your ad sets. And under every ad set is an ad. So this is going to be kind of weird, and it's not really going to make much sense, but you just have to trust me on this. For every ad set, you have one ad. So you got ad set, ad set, ad. It's almost like they're like pairs, like Bobsy twins. They just come together all the time. So you have ad set 1, ad number 1. Ad set 2, ad number 2. You cannot make an ad without having an ad set. So if that makes sense to you guys, just always remember it's always like 2 steps. First I make my ad set, then I make my ad. Mm-hmm. Your ad is what's going to run, and you won't ever like touch your ad set, but it's just the way they taught us. And the guy, when I learned from my instructor, he was like, this is not going to make any sense to you either. He's like, just do it. Okay. So you have a big campaign, you have an ad set, and you have an ad. Okay, so let's take a look at something I did here. So there are 2 kinds of ads that you guys are going to be running. The most popular, I think, the one I use the most is a like page campaign. I want to bring more strangers, like people that I don't know, to my page, and I want them to see it and hopefully like it, maybe click like, maybe start to be my follower. And the other kind of ad that you're going to do is called a dark post. It's called dark because not everybody on Facebook is going to see it. The only people that are going to see your dark post are the people that you choose. And you can make your market super narrow. Like, I mean super narrow. Like, I can pick women between the ages of 35 and 40 who like Star Wars movies, who shop a certain kind of makeup, who buy a certain kind of designer clothing, who like only a special kind of sneaker, who make over 100,000. So the other cool thing is you can pick the salary range of the people that you want to target. So tell me, how many of you are tired of messaging people and they're like, oh, I'd love to join your challenge group. Oh yeah, I can't afford it right now, right? Right. Like that's, guys, I get that like on a daily basis. Like I've been a coach for 3 years and I deal with that all the time. And I can tell you a few times that I ran these ads, I always made sure, now get this, I picked people that made 150,000 or more. because I don't want to be worried about hearing I can't afford it. Okay. So you can actually go in and pick, and I'll show you what that looks like, but you can pick the range of like salary. You can pick if somebody owns their home, if they rent it, if they're married, how many kids they have. I mean, it's crazy how much you can pick, like, to get your market narrow. So you guys have to think, like, who are your people? Like Kristen, I don't know, let's just say she wants to find people that have tattoos like she does, right? I swear to God, you could go in there and like pick people that have tattoos. So it's kind of fun. Like, I found this course really fun. I didn't think it was boring. I was like, wow, this is great. And the few times I did it in 2000, I did it heavy in 2016 and 15. And the weird thing was that year was when I almost made two-star diamond, right? I was short by one coach and I had a coach quit. Yeah. But that was like my badass summer because I used this campaign and I got women who I swear to God were like me. And I remember telling like Kim and Nicole, I was like, I'm talking to these women. I'm like, they're like me. They like everything I like. And it was the freakiest thing. It was just like the guy in the course described. Like, it blew my mind. Like, I thought, like, you know, you take a course, you're like, yeah, right. You know, I'm sure he had some little thing that worked for him, but it's not going to work for me. Guys, I'm telling, like, you guys know me. Like, I would never lie to you. I swear to God, I got like goosebumps talking to these women who were like me, and they all signed as coaches. Now, unfortunately, they weren't able to continue working the business. They were more like discount coaches. But you know what? Some of them are still drinking Shakeology with me for like 2 years. Like, they're my lifers. They're just not coaches, but they are good people, and they are still doing programs. So it was like, this was not a loss for my time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the cool thing is you will meet people who are just like you because you've narrowed your target. So let's take a look at something that I actually did here. Let's look at, let's see. How about this one right here? Dark Post Call to Coaching Mommy. Now, I just give these things names, right? So these are my ad sets. And when you go in there, hopefully it'll pop up because my computer, as you know, is like a major dinosaur. Come on, baby. Work for mama here. Just got to open up. Come on. You can do it. It's going to be a little bit slow, but hopefully it'll show up. Okay, so right here, this was an old ad set that I ran, and let's see if we can take a look at the picture. Now, you guys see how this is paused? It's grayed out. If I wanted to turn it on and activate it, I could, but the ad is long gone. This is like from 2016, right? But let's take a look and see if I can see the picture of what I actually did. Okay, it's not pulling it. Let me see if I can remember how to pull it up. Let's see if I can edit it. Maybe I can edit it and then show you guys. Please. See, Kristen, I did warn you. This is the fact of working with an old computer.
Oh, you're fine. No, it's all right. My mom gave me back, my original Mac, and I think it's like same 2006.
It also could be because I'm running Zoom at the same time. You know. Okay. Can you guys see that? I don't know. It's really.
It popped up.
Yeah, but it's like really hard to. I can't even move it over. But okay, so there it is. This is my ad. It's called. It was a dark post. That means that I was trying to attract a specific market of women who were interested in coaching. And the destination, you can pick your destination. So obviously I picked Jedi Julie because that's where I wanted it to go. I don't do anything with Instagram. Like, I don't run ads on Instagram, so I always just don't ever touch that part. I only do Facebook. You can create an ad or you can use an existing post. I generally like make my own ad and I load my pictures right into Power Editor, and it will look in your hard drive. So the place in your hard drive where you like to keep all your pictures, like things that you've taken, you can pull it out of there. The other thing I have to tell you guys is Power Editor does not run on your phone. That's the one. You have to be on a real computer, you know, whatever, laptop or something, but it has to be on a real computer. You can't run it on your phone. So can you guys see my ad down there? I don't know if you can see it, but there's the actual ad. Okay. So let's see if we can see it. I don't know. Basically, I'm going to move you guys over so I can read my own ad here. One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises. And anyway, so I used some kind of quote from Henry Ford, I guess. And then I talked about myself being a coach. And this picture I thought was very catchy because I was trying to make like light of Titanic. If you guys catch that, the picture. Yeah, so that was my husband at the time and my daughter, and we were on a ship. It was a ferry, a big, big ferry ship. So I thought it was kind of cool how he did that, and I thought it was catchy. It would catch someone's eye. And I had my daughter, and my whole campaign was using this term peacemaker because that was part of my Team Jedi thing. It still is. So there's the actual ad. And the ad did run. It got 11 likes, I guess. This one particular ad way back when got 11 likes on it, which isn't very much. But so I can go in here and let me just go down to the
I
ad.
have a question, Julia.
Yeah.
So like right now, I created a page a year ago because Annette is my person that I am my coach. And so my page I've left as private. Like I only have specific people. Like I've got it as a closed group. Should I have it as an open group?
Your page has to be totally public. You have to have everything marked public.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm just going to tell you right now that, I mean, I was a teacher, public school teacher, college professor, corporate director, interpreter, which is totally like code of ethics. You can't talk about anything. All my stuff is totally open. I would never set my Facebook to private because no one's going to see your page. And so it's basically like you're wasting your time being on Facebook because no one's going to see it. Because a public page, I don't know if you guys know the algorithm, only about 7 to 8% of anybody, like I mean anybody on Facebook actually sees what you guys post.
Wow.
Which is why, and you know, this was a concept that took me a long time to like really let sink in. And once I realized this, I lost all fear of posting. Because I used to think, for example, if I posted something like today and I posted the same thing next week, I was like, oh, is that like too much? Like I posted it last week. Guys, you could take your before and afters, and I'm not kidding, you could post them twice a day. And you'd hardly get like anyone seeing them. So you got nothing to worry about. Like I could post that sucker every hour and it would not make a difference. That's how seriously like limited Facebook is. I know it sounds kind of funny, but that's why you have to post a lot because nobody's seeing your stuff. So you really got to have your Facebook set public. Yeah, totally public. Your business page obviously is public, and then your personal too. But anyway, so here is the ad, and there's the actual content. So you can see and you actually type this in the little box. Like the box pops up, and you'll take your keyboard and you'll type in all the stuff that you want to be in your ad. Okay, so I talked about, you know, how coaching, whatever it did. And I said right here, I'm looking to mentor 5 women who are like I am, hardworking, spiritual, a lover of goodness, steadfast in their family, blah, blah, blah. And so I put down all the characteristics of the badass coach that I wanted. I put a little link so somebody could actually click this and like see a personal video from me talking further about it. I said when the call was going to be. I guess this was back in the day when we used to have like, remember calls with like on audio. So I was having a call, and then I put the image in, and see how it says video or image. You guys can click there, and you can either do a still image or you can put a video in. So I happen to use a still picture here, and there's the actual ad. It was 12,000 by 628. The other thing is for these kind of ads, you have to make sure it's going to fit in what they call like a Facebook banner. They have to be like, it has to be like a banner if you're going to do a still. If you're doing a video, it doesn't matter. You can have any size you want. Okay, let's make a fake one. I'm going to see if I can actually do this without crashing the computer. I'm going to try to make I'm going to make a fake ad set. And we'll try it. Because I have a lot of images saved in my little place where they have you save your ads, so maybe it'll work. Let's see. Let me see if I can add a new one.
So I have another question, Julia.
Sure.
I heard during the summit, they were talking about, you know, you don't really say that you're drinking Shakeology. You keep it kind of a mystery. You want people to ask you questions, because they mentioned that if you drink Shakeology or if you say Beachbody too much, then it kind of kicks you into a different area too. So do you say that you're drinking Shakeology and that you're doing the challenges and the Beachbody thing, or do you keep it as a
okay, this is just my own personal case, and I've learned this over the last couple of months because I've had people approach me about becoming a coach or becoming a client, And apparently I am so undercover. Like the people all know that I'm a coach and they know I'm a fitness instructor and they know I do health and I have groups. But so many people don't even know that I'm with Beachbody. They actually don't know, because I had this one gal who was like so gung-ho about being a coach. She was all psyched about, you know, having me mentor her. And when I sent her the link to like sign up, she was like, oh, she's like, you're Beachbody, like that MLM thing. So of course, I mean, like I didn't let it faze me, but I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that's what I do. I'm a coach. And she was like, oh, she goes, I can't do the MLM thing. So she had no clue. And she's been my Instagram follower for like, I don't know, like a year. And her sister was a client of one of my coaches, still didn't know. So apparently I am so covert that people don't even know that I'm on Beachbody, which could be to my detriment. I mean, that could be a problem too. But no, I don't. Your whole thing should be you. Kristen and I just had this conversation the other day. I never, when I talk about the Shift Shop workout or what's some other one that we just did recently, like Body Beast or Hammer and Chisel,
Yeah.
I'll show a video of what I'm doing. I never say, guys, I just did Hammer and Chisel. I'm so excited. I just talk about something totally different. I talk about something like having to do with like theory or like philosophy on life. I'll post my cool video. I never say anything about the specific program. The only exception was when I was trying to win the $1,000 from Carl for the Shakeology thing. I did take a snapshot of my 7 days of drinking my shake, and because I really wanted to try to win the 1,000, and I can't get around that. I can't fake that I'm doing it. So I was like, I hashtag Shift Shop, and but I did it like, I was like, oh, I actually thought, do I have to do it, or am I going to like not try for the 1,000? And I was like, screw it, I'm going to try for the 1,000 and like take a risk. But a part of me was like, don't post that image, you know, and don't hashtag Shift Shop. But I did it anyway. So to answer your question, no, I only talk about, I will show my shake, but this is just me. I always take a picture of it in some other kind of container, or I try not to show the Shakeology word, or I do something funny. Like I'm just like my thing is humor. So I don't know, you guys can like, you know, what's the word? Stalk my Instagram and look back, and you'll see a couple times I like showed my shake in some kind of a funny thing. But I showed it in an old fashioned gas pump. And all I said was, and I propped the shake hidden in like the one side of, it's like an old antique gas pump that this guy where I live here with him, and he has this thing. I propped the shake in there, and I made some comment about being a 365er or something like that. But I talked about nutrition and whatever, but I never said it was a shake. But you could see that there was something in that gas pump, because it makes people like wonder, like what's she doing? Like, what's that? Like, why is she taking a picture of that? There must be something about that thing, but I never say what it is, because you don't want to give them too much information up front. Why spill all your beans and then the person doesn't need you for anything? Like, if you tell them everything you're doing, then they don't need you. They'll just go to Beachbody and order. They don't need you for anything. Like, you told them what it's called, you told them what it even like costs or where to get it, or like so what's the point of following you if you just told them everything they need to know? You know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, no, good, because I know that you mentioned at the summit, but it's nice to have somebody else give their opinion too, because it's just us here, right? So
yeah.
Okay, that's two things. Okay.
I've never, and honestly, like we were at this talk at Summit where Johnson, you know, she said all this stuff, and I was like, I've been doing this for 3 years. I was I was open about being a coach, but I was covert about all those programs. Like, I rarely said anything about them. When people started talking to me, you know, then I would say the name in private, but not like publicly. So, all right, let me see if I can try to do this. I'm going to create an ad set. So see over here where I have create ad set. We're going to try this live, and we'll see if it works, Kristen. I don't know. Cross your fingers. Okay, so how about, just to make it easy, let's use an existing campaign, because I don't want to have to name a new campaign. So I'm going to go down and just pick some old campaign I have. Let's pick use existing. And I don't know, let's do let's try to find some other campaign here. Maybe there's something I could do before. Let's see. How about Jedi? You go here, Jedi new campaign. Let's just try that. I don't even know what this is, but I'll just try it. Okay, then I go down here to create ad set, and you got to give your ad set a name. So let's just call it, wait, you guys are Dauntless, right?
Yeah.
Dauntless. Okay, so I'm just going to call it Dauntless 1, just so I have some name there. Let me just move this over. I'm trying to move my bar over. So okay, then I'm going to go down. You're going to choose your Facebook page. So obviously I'm Jedi Julie. Now I manage other pages here. Like I manage the PTSA of Shelter Island. I have Darth Cooker. But let's go with Jedi Julie. I'm going to pick that one. So I've got you have to name your ad set, remember, because there's always a campaign. You guys will pick create new campaign name and give it some name. It doesn't really matter what you call it. Then you're going to pick your ad set, give it a name, and then you're going to do an ad, right? Let me just go down a little bit more. Skip ad. No, we don't want to skip ad. You want to make an ad. You're going to create a new ad. And then here's the thing. You're going to name the ad the same thing that you just named your, so Dauntless 1 is going to be your ad. That's how you don't get confused, because imagine if you call it some other name, it'll be like which ad set goes with which ad. I always give them the same name. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to hit save. It's a little slow. Come on, baby, you can do it. See, this is what I was afraid. Hopefully it's not going to get stuck. Oh, come on, don't get stuck on me now. Yay. Right, is it working? Awesome, okay. Just keep your fingers crossed, Chris, and say a prayer. Send me the juju right now. Okay.
Good.
All right, now here's the cool thing, right? You can, let's scroll down a little bit. You can pick your budget. So, you know, start with something small. Like I have $25 here. It doesn't mean you have to spend $25. It just means it's going to give you like a little warning when you get close to 25. So I'll sometimes take if they say 25, I'll do that. Then you got to decide when your ad's going to run, right? Oh, just one thing. You can also adjust your budget. So if you don't like 25, you want to put in $10, $15, that's fine too. So then you got to pick when your ad's going to start, right? So let's just say we're going to start it right now, which is like when the call was going on, right? At August 15th at 9:04. And then you can say when your ad's going to end. So you see right here, so let's say we're going to run it for like a day. We're going to stop it on, I don't know, Wednesday and at 12 a.m., okay? So you pick the time you want it to run. Now, do you see how this little dial has come up right here and it says your audience selection is fairly broad? Mm-hmm. 196 million people, that's way too many people because you want it to be very narrow. But obviously I haven't done anything yet, so that's why it's saying that. So then I come down here. All right, this is the most important thing. You're going to pick your audience. Now, I have a lot of custom audiences saved. So if I click in here, hopefully you guys are going to see a bunch of my audiences. Yeah, so look at all my audience. I got Sag Harbor, Country Heat, May Avatar, I don't even know what that is, Julie Kamalgarova, Weisenberg, Mommy Audience, Shape Audience, Fitbit, Team Jedi, Avatar. So I have all kinds of, these are all specialized populations that I created. Okay, so let's go in here and you guys are going to pick new audience, and then you're going to pick, you always pick people, you always want to pick the US, but now we can pick Canada, right? Because we service Canada. So Canada in the house. All right, so you pick Canada and United States, but I'm just going to leave it for now just for US, right? And then you pick your age of people. Do you want, like I coach men and women. That's always been my thing. I have like a ton of guy clients and gal clients. But if you guys only work with women, you're going to pick women. And then let's just say you want to pick, I don't know, like I'm 43, right? So let's say I'm going to pick older people. Is it because I'm old? Let's do like,
yeah, don't go there.
Let's do 40. Like I'm going to be crazy and just say, let's do 40 to like 65. Wait a minute. See, this is my computer. You see how I just try to click ages and it's bringing up the map. So sorry about that. So let's go in here and let's bring it to like, let's bring it down to 50. All right. I'll do like 40 to 50. Hopefully it clicks. All right. Then they're going to come down here. Oh, come on, guys. Where is it? Do you guys know where it went? Do you see it? I don't know.
I still see it on your listed.
Yeah, it's listed on the right.
Oh, you guys see it better than I do. Where do you see it?
Where our pictures are. Isn't it right there?
Let me move.
It says Dauntless 1 and under ad set name.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't even see it. How do you guys see it? How about this one? Like, maybe I'll go to these draft items. Maybe it's on. Oh, here to Dauntless. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, let's let me go back in there. I don't know why it was. But let's go back in there. I didn't even get a chance to finish it yet. Let's edit it. It's my computer, guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's go back to where I was. Where's the ad? Do you see it here? Oh.
No.
Let me just see if I can find it. Obviously, the image, I can change the image, but right now, it always generates to like your, I don't know what you call it, like your page picture is usually in there first. I'm going to go back in and try to create another ad because it's not really, we lost it before. All right. Let's try this again. I apologize, guys. It's just my computer.
We're pretty far.
No, I'm thinking about all that stuff that I should have done. I'm like, now I got to start all over again.
So I'm just trying to save this. I'm making like a fake ad just really quick. So I just really want to show you guys like about the target audience, which is the cool part. And so it doesn't really matter like what we call it or if we make it one. Or I'm just going to delete it later. But come on, baby. Go. Let's just pop up here. It's so funny that you guys could see it. Like I couldn't even see it. Like, oh, Annette's like, it's right there.
Come on. Thinking.
Come on.
Going faster though.
Huh?
It's like going faster. Like
I think it's going to crash. This is like
better.
a bad sign here. Usually I prefer it crashes when it does this kind of stuff.
Oh.
Let me see if I could just like talk you guys through it. So did you see where, okay, so if you remember where you had like the ages, like, you know, you pick like your 40 to 50, when you drop down just a little bit lower than that, you're going to see all these categories that you can pick. It's like a candy shop. I mean, literally, it's based on categories. Like they'll go like profession, income, interests or hobbies, like geographic location. And anyway, you can go in there and just click on whatever things you want. And then the other cool thing is if you can't, so let's say, Kristen, give me like a name of like a book or like some kind of genre that you like, that you want to find like other women who like are like that genre too, or something like something that you, some hobby that you have that you want to find.
So I guess like, well, like I love DIY projects, and then I watch everything that has to do with vampires. And
all right, so vampire. Okay, so this is a good example. Like, I mean, obviously, it's not like a drop-down menu.
I'm married to a vampire, so.
So it's not going to be like a drop-down menu where like everything in the world is there.
Right.
There's a little search bar too. So you will go in there and you'll type the word vampire. It'll start to populate choices like things having to do with vampire. Now, so I want to warn you guys, it's not perfect. So sometimes, you know, if something is like too special, too unique, it may not populate. So you may have to like go back and think, okay, well, maybe I'm being too specific, like find a more generic word for that thing or something like that. But you can put in the word vampire, I'm sure you'll get something. And then when you find the word that you want, you can click on it, and then that becomes your, like your person, like the person's characteristics that you want.
Gotcha.
Then when you come to income, it goes in ranges like 20,000 to 40,000 or whatever, like 40,000 to 50. You can pick whatever income range you want. I always go high because I know it sounds really bad, but like, I just don't want to deal with people telling me that they can't afford stuff. So the higher I go, the better luck I have, because oftentimes they have, if not themselves, they have a spouse who earns money, or they're working. So, you know, money is not an issue for them. So I would do that. And then you can pick all kinds of interests, like as narrow as like where somebody shops. Do they shop in TJ Maxx, Macy's, Saks Fifth Avenue? I picked people who like my designer, like the same people that I like, who they liked. You can pick things like, is a person Catholic, Presbyterian, atheist? Like, you can pick anything. Oh, so that was the other category. Spiritual is in there too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So what I'll try to do is, because my computer is crashing a little bit, like when I get in there again, I will just take these little snapshots of like what the box looks like.
Sure.
And then when the whole thing is done, you decide if you want to run it. And on the bottom, there's like a button, which is like, I think it's like run campaign. And you make sure it's set to green, and the green color, like it looks like a light bulb, like the green, like you saw how mine was grayed out.
Mm-hmm.
Yours will be green, and it means like a go. And then you push the button and you let it go. Now, it doesn't launch automatically. Facebook has to check you out and make sure that your ad doesn't have your butt showing, or like you're using a curse word, or, you know what I mean? So sometimes it's a little bit sluggish. Like, it could take like 2 or 3 hours for them to check you. And then you get this little notice. Now that notice you can actually see on your phone. Like, it'll pop up and it'll say, oh, Facebook just approved your ad, or blah, 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 something like that. And then you're like, oh, it's in there. Okay. And you can do that. And then, yeah, go ahead.
So when you set your price, the more days, the more it costs, or how does that work?
Well, it's gonna run for a certain amount of days, and you can pick, which I was trying to show you, but unfortunately my computer is crashing again. But you can set the amount per ad. Like, if you only want to be like if you only want to spend $5 a day, or you want to spend $2 a day, you can do that. Now, the other thing I didn't show you guys, but maybe I can talk you through it verbally and you can kind of get this. So do you remember how I made ad sets and ads, and they always go together? The way I learned it from my guy from this course I took, you can make as many ads as you want and run them all at the same time, okay? But you don't know like which ads are going to have that like special magic that somebody really likes, and which ads will bomb. And I can tell you, some ads, you'll think it's awesome and it'll totally flop. Like, you won't get any likes. You'll spend like $10, $15 and get almost like nothing out of it. And then another ad that you spent hardly any time on and thought the picture was kind of sucky, that's like your star post. So the way you can test these posts and figure out which one is the best one, and then just run that one, it's called a litmus test. LITMUS. All you're going to do, I'll just explain you how to do it. You're going to make 10 ads. Now, I know it sounds like that's a pain in the ass, and it really is. You have to make 10 ad sets and 10 separate ads. And if you're going for a like page, like picture or a video, I want you to make the same video. Like, listen to me, guys, the same friggin' workout video 10 different ways. Try a different color. Try it in black and white. Try it in color. Have your kids film you from the up looking down. Have your spouse or partner film you from the back looking forward. The floor up. Wear a different outfit. Cock your head to the side on this one. Take, like, basically like play with all your videos or a still picture. Make 10 different pictures of the same ad, like the same thing that you want to try to accomplish. Like, not 10 different things, but like 10 of the same like genre of ad that you want to do. Run all 10, but here's what you're going to do. When you come down to like the people, like your target audience, you are not going to pick your people. You're going to pick like beach body people. I know it's going to sound crazy, but you're going to run the litmus test on people who are already into fitness, people who are already into beach body. So what you do is you pick things like you saw my ad there. It was called Fitbit Audience. So I ran 10 of these ads on people that bought the Fitbit. because you know they're going to be kind of interested in fitness in some way, and you want that audience to be very like wide and like big, like a big audience.
Yeah.
Because from that litmus test, you're not going to ever use that population again. You're only using them as like your guinea pigs. So I picked people who liked P90X, people who liked Insanity, people who liked, I picked who likes Carl Deichler. You can actually put in the names of like superstars and like Beachbody people. Carl Deichler will populate and Chalene Johnson will populate. So I read my audience on people that like Chalene Johnson, people that like Tony Robbins, people that use a Fitbit, people that shopped at like this gym t-shirt place that I found on Facebook. I mean, just random stuff, right? But make it very like fitness, kind of like your people, right? And then you run the ad for a whole week, all 10 of them for a whole week. And you look to see which of those is your winner. As soon as you know which one got the most likes, shut off all of them and take the picture or the video from that one winner. And then that one winner, you know that there's something about that ad that is just really good quality. There's just, and you don't know what it is, but there's something really cool about it. People like it. That becomes your one ad that you're then going to run on your women 40 to 50 who are also Catholic, who like, you know, whatever, who like vampires and Jedi and whatever. Put your stuff in with that. So now remember, it's going to take a week and you're going to be running these ads, and some will like totally bomb. Like you won't even get like one like. Some will be like outrageous and do really well. It doesn't matter, but you run them artificially on like what I call like Beachbody-ish or like workout kind of people. And that's how you test out. It's called a litmus test.
Okay.
And I do that for every like ad that I'm going to run. I make 10, and you'd be surprised. Like, it's really weird. Some of them will just be your winner, and you take the winners. Like if you have one or two winners, that's fine. But I mostly get like one winner, and I run that one winner.
Gotcha.
So do you do this every time you create an ad, or you just learn what your audience is liking and then kind of
Well, I mean, you guys all kind of know your own audience. Like, I know who my audience is, like who my tribe is, my lifers.
Right.
And so when I fake tested these different angles of a video or whatever, the picture, like I have my husband holding me this way and then holding me another way, and I tried different colors, whatever. I found the winner, which was that one with him holding my arms out and like his arms around my waist. For some reason, that was like my winner on a bunch of Beachbody people, whatever. So I used that ad and I ran it for like a week on my people.
Okay.
And here's the thing, I want to tell Kristen too, this is the cool thing about saving money. When you've got a winning ad and you run it on your people, I was running these ads at like 3 cents a like. Like, can you imagine? Like, so like a couple cents a day was all I spent. And I ran it for like 2 or 3 weeks. So I hardly spent any money. And I got a ton of likes on that. And I got people, because people will comment. And when you go back and look at the ad, you can look across and you see all the names of people. And then you contact those people. Or they're going to fill out your form, or they're going to look at some little link that you put in. You can put anything in those little ads you want. There's a little bar, a little space, and you can type whatever you want in there. You can put a YouTube link. You can put a little link to your Google form or whatever you want in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Definitely.
The money
So
part,
you're gonna have to practice, yeah.
the money part I'm lost on. I don't know if I'm the only one that just doesn't catch on. You were saying some of them are only so many cents a day or so many cents a like. I don't get that part.
Right. Okay. So you pick a budget, right?
Right.
And Facebook tries to run an ad. If I just made like 2 or 3 cool ads that I thought were cool and I didn't test them on anyone, I just ran them.
Okay.
Some of them you're going to spend, like I've bombed on some of them where like one like cost me $2.38. Like one person liked it, and that one like, I had to pay $2.38 to get that one person to like it. That's like outrageous. Like, I'm not paying for one like $2. Forget it, right? But when an ad is running well, it barely costs anything. It costs like a cent or 2 cents or 3 cents. Like if you can get an ad like under 5 cents, you're killing it. You really are, because at the end of the week, you're paying her. I mean, my whole budget for Facebook for like a whole year was like $500. That was the whole year. Like, and I ran a ton of ads, like ton that year in 2015 or whatever it was. And I spent $500 in the whole year. You guys can do the math per week, per day. It's like almost nothing. So, and also to answer your question about the budget and the money, you can pick how much you want to spend per day. So it'll cap it off. Like it won't, if you run out of money, it will shut your ad down for you. So you don't ever have to worry about your credit card overcharging. It will shut you down.
Okay.
So
how much, when you do the litmus test, like what was your budget for each of those for that entire week?
Like $15 maybe.
Okay.
$20, like not very much.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And it will tell you, like, so here's the thing, when you run your litmus test, you want to get like 100,000 people. Like you want to make it broad, and you'll see that little dial. It'll go like, "Ooh, your population's like really wide." That's okay for a litmus test. But when you run your real ad on your real people, it should be going this way, like very like somewhere like moderate, like in the middle, or like more in the red, like very narrow, because you want to have it super narrow. Now it will tell you if you're way too narrow. It'll say, "Whoa, like." This ad is like not going to work. It's like way too narrow. Like you won't even be able to find people. So it'll kind of tell you, and then you can kind of like take a few things out, and then the little dial will like move over towards the green, and then you're like, oh, okay, now I'm safe.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's perfect. Cool.
Does that make sense? I hope it's not too complicated. But I think if I can take some snapshots when my computer's not freezing, and I'll put a few together for Kristen and I'll send them to her, and then she can show you guys. Like, I'd like you to see the drop down where you can pick like people that like Chalene Johnson, like Carl Deichler followers, like whatever, like Fitbit or like mommy audience, like whatever. I'll show you what the few of those things look like.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect. I think you've walked us through a big part of it. And then it's just now like customizing it was just where we left off. So
yeah. And the other thing is, so the other thing I was going to say, like I showed you guys like a like page campaign, which means that you click the button where it says like page campaign. It means it's going to just put it out to people. And if people see your ad, they will click and they'll like your page. But a dark post, when you get that drop down menu, instead of picking like page, you're going to pick dark post. Like it's got a whole drop down menu and you just pick dark post. And all that means is just, its goal is not to get people to like your page. It's like almost like a call to action. Like you want these people to like, they're going to click and they're going to like do something, or they're going to message you, like say, you know, contact me to enroll in my coaching academy or whatever, you know? Right. So you'll just like, you'll know because it'll come up as an option and you pick the one you want.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I think we got it. We'll see when I actually try it.
I have a question.
You know, it's gonna take time, but if you guys can like do it on like a weekend or some time on your downtime when you have to kind of it's a playing thing. You have to play with it. Susan, go ahead.
Okay, so back to what Pam was saying. So does this mean that an ad costs less based on the number of likes you get?
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about doing it for cents a day. You know, if it has more likes, is that how they base? How does that work?
Okay, so you have a budget, and it has to reach a certain amount of people. So usually, like these narrow markets that I do, like my people, I'm anywhere between like 700 to like maybe 10,000 people. Like it's pretty small population.
Yeah.
And then you pay, like basically you calculate how well you're doing by how much money it costs you per like.
Okay.
Or
so the
ads don't,
yeah.
The lower the amount.
Sorry.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Net.
So the lower amount that you pay means you're getting a higher volume of lookers. Or
Right.
like,
Well, I just wanted, right. That's what I was trying to explain to you guys. Like, it's spread out over a week. So they try to reach as many people. The more you pay, of course, the more people it will try to reach for you. Right. But, right. So if you, like, okay. So, like, if I decide to spend $50, which I would never do that, but let's say I put in 50, I could run that ad to like a huge amount of people, but I don't necessarily want that. On a dark post, I want it super narrow. And on a like page campaign, I want to spend as little money. I want to spend cents per like. Like, my ultimate goal was to get it under 5 cents. And a couple of times I accomplished that. And you'll know because you can go in every day and there's like a little bar where I showed you and it'll say cost per like.
So
And if you're seeing there like $5.10 a like, I'd be like, oh no, I would shut that ad. I would turn that little button off like ASAP because that's I'm not going to pay $5 per like. Are they crazy?
Yeah.
So I shut it down as soon as I see that it's like not doing well.
So you're still spending, if your budget is $25, you spend that $25 no matter what. How you figure how much it's costing you per ad is based on how many likes it got. So that's what shows you. So if it's 2 cents per like, then that's because you got a likes on it. You're still spending $25.
Well, no, I only spend the $25 if I reach the $25. Like, I have run my campaigns and I've got money left. It just, I mean, it's off my credit card, right?
Okay.
So I cap myself. I put in my own personal warning.
Yeah.
And you'll get a little notice and it'll say, you're getting close to your budget max. Do you want to increase it? Do you want to leave it? It gives you like a warning to tell you. So sometimes I've run campaigns and I don't spend all the money.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We just need to be checking, and so you can't just like blindly post it and then just like walk away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't leave my ads like and just don't pay. I go in every day and like I just to let you know, I haven't run ads in like 8 months. I've been doing mostly organic because organically I've been getting like hundreds and hundreds of things. So I haven't really needed to run ads in a while, but I feel like I want to get back to it. Mm-hmm. Just with my being in a different situation right now, it's a little bit tricky to like budget for like doing ads. But back in the day, like 2015, 16, I used to run ads all the time, and that's how I got a lot of discount coaches.
Okay.
But yeah, you can go. I mean, you shouldn't just like leave it running. You should go check on yourself every day.
So it's good to get the warning, right? It's good to have that little warning no matter what.
You have to. It actually, I believe on Facebook, it forces you to pick a budget.
Okay.
You have to pick something, whether it's like $100, and it'll also tell you like your total budget. Like me, I have my budget was always set like $100, and I want to make sure I know when I've spent $100. I like knowing like for the year when I've spent $100. That's just me. So it'll give me a warning for that too. But I was going to say that you're going to go in because if you run a dark post, you're gonna get people, right? So you got to go talk to them. So you have to look at your ad because it'll say who's liking your ad.
Right.
Yeah.
And we kind of forgot that part. We were so looking into doing the ad, we forgot about we're going to be talking to people.
Well, they're going to be answering the ad, and then you need to like go look at them. You got to go see them.
And then that's when you start talking to them through email or messenger
or whatever you want. I mean, like I always run these ads where I have them fill out a Google form and I bring them somewhere else. So I have now their email and their phone number captured in an Excel file.
Right.
And that's a whole nother call for another time. But like making Google forms, I can show you guys. That's like piece of cake. I can do that. It's like back of my hand, like make a Google form. It's like one of the easiest thing you should do. Really, like you guys all should have Google forms. It's just like the easiest thing to do.
Something I need to look up.
Me too, Pamela.
I'll show you guys how to do it.
Yeah, Kristen knows how to do it. So
I have like my set like 4 or 5, and I just change the picture. I feel like I don't look like that anymore. Or like,
Yeah, I have I have a Google form that I use sometimes. I mean, not too often, I think, but yeah, my whole computer is just like Power Editor is like just dead. I can't even like get out of this.
that sucks. Oh,
history on this.
Well, at least it didn't completely crash where we couldn't continue talking to you. So
Yeah.
we'll just
I'll take some pictures of like the litmus test, like the fake audience that you test the stuff out on first, and I'll show you what some of mine look like.
okay.
And I'll show you like the drop down menu where you can see whether you want dark post or whether you want the like post campaign. That's like just like it's like a bar that drops down. You just click it, and I'll show you the budget, like where you pick like how many people and how much you're going to spend. I can take a snapshot of that too.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I know they're gonna play around, and then I'll probably I'll explain y'all what I did too. We'll figure it out.
Try it. But I mean, it's gonna sound crazy. I know it's insane. You're like, when the guy told me, I was like, what? I got to run 10 of like a similar kind of thing, and I got to make it. And I made these videos, these workout videos. I can show you guys snapshots of some of them, like not the real thing, but just like, I mean, just some were black and white, some were looking down, some were that I changed my outfit. I also changed like what I was doing. Like, did I do the one-arm push-up, or was I doing like a leg lift or whatever? But I basically was trying to aim for the same thing. Yeah. And it was weird. You find a winner. You find one of those videos will be the winner, and the other ones will flop.
Okay.
So which one won, Julia?
Which one?
Which one? Your winner. What was so special about it? Do you remember?
I ran a like page campaign where I was doing hammer and chisel at the time, and like have you guys have done hammer and chisel? You're supposed to use like a bench, and you're supposed to like run up on the bench and then run down. So I am a low budget person. Like, I'm just one of those people. I don't invest in a bench. I'm like super low budget.
Legit.
I don't know if you guys know, but my coaches are always like astounded. They're like, you don't own a tripod? They're like, how did you get that picture? I just jerry rig stuff. Like, I seriously, like, I take tape, I tape the phone to the ceiling. Like, I do all kinds of weird stuff. I never buy any equipment. So anyway, so I use a bench from the piano of my grandfather's piano was my workout thing. And so I ran up on the piano bench down while my daughter, my oldest one who has autism, she was doing some kind of like writing or homework. And so you see her sitting on the couch, and then me jumping up and running on this piano bench, and I'm huffing it out. And then she turns around. She's like, really? She's like, are you doing that now? And I was like, shut up. And I'm just doing the thing, you know. That was the winner. That was the winning ad on the quote fitness people, whatever. And so that was my winning ad. And I ran that ad as a video for a like page campaign, and I had something about Jedi, blah blah blah, whatever. I ran it like under 5 cents a like.
Wow. I remember that ad too.
Yeah.
You remember it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's when I very first started in 2015.
Oh my
remember
God.
that ad.
That was a great ad. It was like that was actually a pretty cool ad, but
I know. I need to work out. Everyone I know, I remember like when I would work out, and they love seeing the kids. And now I work out in the morning, so I'm not interrupted anymore. But
yeah, I put my dog in my videos, you know, so my dog is in, and I mean, she's not here right now, but when my dog's in my videos, she like steals the show. I mean, like people love dogs and kids in your video.
My cat, my dog. And I've got a cat who bugs me. Yes. And I have a son with autism.
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, and
that's how Susan and I know each other.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And he has started doing little workout things. So he was doing one at speech the other day on some workout equipment. His speech therapist videoed it and sent it to me. And I posted it, just posted it. 105 likes. And I'm like struggling with it. I'm like working my butt off working out. And his little thing got 105 likes on my page. And I'm like, or views. I'm like, yeah. So trying to figure that out is.
Yeah, I think Jake's going to be like your golden ticket to like.
Yeah. Well, kids fitness is huge right now.
Creating ads. That's going to be your way to get.
Get him and the cat together.
Yeah, to get moms with autism, but then also to get moms who have children at that age where they may need to that might be the next step to learn to be active, but then also to be interacting with others.
I was going to say for people like us who have children with autism, when you pull up that bar, you can put in autism, Asperger's, or whatever, and it'll pull up people. If you know that there's certain techniques of therapy working with autistic children, you can type that name in. You'll find people. The more you narrow it down to people like you, you'll find your people.
Okay, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pamela, are you drinking a soda?
Yes, I am. This is the only one I get. This is the only one at dinner time. That's it.
All right.
Don't tell anybody. Don't
the battery acid cleaner you're drinking.
Oh my God, you guys are funny.
Oh, goodness. All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much, Julie, for...
You're welcome.
Yes, thank
you. It was nice meeting all you guys. It was awesome.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
And
you guys can text me any question if you think of something later and you want to ask me. Don't hesitate to ask me.
Okay,
and I'll send the stuff to Kristen probably tomorrow. Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
All right, ladies. Well, I hope that you took a lot of notes. I did. And I'm definitely going to start playing around, I think, this weekend. It's going to take me probably till maybe next weekend to get 10 to do. But I think this, though, will give us a really great way to kind of maximize our time, and then maybe to really hone in on how we're wording our posts, and obviously how, the videos and stuff, like Julie said, to really figure out, okay, maybe we like it, maybe we think it's good, but our lifers, the people that we're trying to attract, they're like, what the hell? Like, maybe it's not clicking with them. So I really like that idea.
So we should not be posting on our fit page or our regular page anything to do with what workout we're doing. Just do the workout.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's the new thing now as far as the curiosity marketing is. So like, I don't know if you saw what I did today in my video. I videotaped myself working out. Now, I did not say at all what the workout was. I just said that it was, it's time to switch it up, and here's like this new take on a burpee, right? And so I'll tell you, I did combat. It's a body combat. It's a HIIT combat workout. But I'm not going to tell people that, because that same but those same moves, you're going to see very similar in hammer and chisel, doing like the clean and, and jerks and stuff like that. You're going to see it in Body Beast. So they don't know that, nobody knows it specifically unless they've done it. And it's a long time since somebody has done Les Mills Body Combat that's in Beachbody. So I didn't hashtag none of that stuff, right? And that's what Julie and I, we've been talking, and I actually have a Post-it note, because Julie and I text each other like almost every day. We Instagram stalk each other because that's what we're trying. We're trying to build up our Instagram. And I've told her that I get better responses and more likes on Instagram than I do Facebook. Yep. So on my Instagram, I even have it where it's like, I need to have more pictures of me. I need to start promoting my fitness classes again, and about the fact that I'm a certified instructor, background cast member for Insanity, and then also really showing more video of me working out, and not talking about what program I'm doing. You kind of just like, you type how you normally would, and then anytime you see yourself saying Beachbody, Shakeology, or like Ship Shop, you just erase that word. Just, everything else is great, but just erase those words, and then you're fine, because then it creates them to have to ask you, what program are you doing? What is that shape? And so then it opens the door for you to have that conversation. If you already told them all that stuff, you don't have a conversation starter, and that's why you feel awkward sending like these hey girl messages and these cold messages and because you have no real basis of starting a conversation. So
I have got so many no's on my, I'm doing 25 a day.
Uh-huh.
I have gotten more no's than I've ever got in my whole life. Or my whole Beachbody thing. No, like, got me all funky.
And that's what they said we're shooting for. I got blocked.
You should see. Then you're seeing like, oh my gosh. So like, I just finished reading the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. And so what she was saying is that if you think that like, so say like for me, yeah, I'll say minimum I've got to send 20 messages a day. 20 messages a day seem like a lot, right? And then yeah, you keep getting all these no's, but am I getting the results that I want? No. So then that turns into, that's my minimum. That means I need to do more, because I should be at least, out of whatever total I'm sending messages, I need to get at least 1 to 3 yeses. So if 20 is not getting me 1 to 3, then we got to bump it to 25. If 25 isn't getting to me, I got to do 30, you know? And it also can depend too on the way that I'm inviting. It might be that I need to invite somebody straight to a free group, or straight to an actual paid challenge group, straight to our coach opportunity. Or it might just be, I need to go ahead on that person's news feed and actually be present and type something. So I don't necessarily count my messages as legit, complete Facebook Messenger messages. I'm really counting them as far as like contacts, exposures. How many times did I put my face or my Facebook face in somebody else's face? You know, whether it's a comment on their post or whether it's an actual message. And it's kind of weird. I finally am figuring out how to do this direct messaging on Instagram. It's a whole lot easier, actually. Because for some reason on Instagram, people actually list a whole lot better, whether or not they're freaking working with It Works or Beachbody or Fitness This or Isogenics. On Facebook, it's like they want to hide that shit. And I scroll and I look, and then they're like, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm like, I would have no idea you're a Beachbody coach, because on Facebook, they don't list that shit. But Instagram,
I did that too.
They list all that stuff on Instagram. So I've been unfollowing. I look at the likes. I'm like, oh, I message. Oh, no, you're Beachbody. Unfollow. I do not follow anybody now that is a Beachbody coach, or that does Isogenics, or that does It Works.
And there's another one too.
I'm not trying to, well, I don't need Beachbody coaches, but I'm not trying to poach from another company and bring them over here. That's just a whole other headache. I don't want to deal with that shit. Don't want to do it. So
yeah, somebody I've been working on for, this is a friend I've been working for 2 years to get her to join, and she just messaged me and told me because she's losing weight, and I was so proud of her. Mm-hmm. And she joined somebody else's company and now is selling it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Didn't even try ours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have that too. I've got some friends that, I'm just like, you've had Shakeology, you know what I do, and now you're gonna go to It Works. You're gonna do some wraps and you're gonna take a bunch of herbal supplements. What the F? Hello? You know, so maybe it was my fault and I didn't present it to them. I didn't reach out to them. But I think now that I kind of after reading that book, and I kind of gave you guys a lot of those different approaches, either objections, how to just have those conversations, I've been using a lot. Like anytime I get a no, I've been using that script about asking for referral. Like, I get that this is not for you, but I'd love to pick your brain, because I have a strong feeling that in your network you've got people that would be great for this. I've been doing that. Every time somebody says no.
Oh, cool.
Every time somebody says no, I say, I totally get this is not right for you, or it's not the right time, or this is, whatever, you need a sign, whatever it is, I acknowledge that. And then I tell them, I would love to pick your brain, because I have a strong feeling, or I have, whatever it is, that someone in your network would be perfect for this, or be, a great addition into the group, or needs this kind of direction, or, nutrition guide, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And people don't mind. They will share, and they will refer you. And if they need to be like, well, who are you looking for? then just like how Julie was talking about, you know, all those specifics,
Right.
that's what you do. You're like, I'm looking for, and you pretty much you're describing yourself for the most part, you know, and hopefully just by continuing that conversation, then they don't want to be left out, or they think of people that they could recommend, and then they still don't want to be, you know, they don't want to be left out again. They want it like, oh, well, I want to do it too. Or maybe they recommend, and then they see those people start, and then they're like, well, shit, I want it too. You know, I should have done it at the beginning. But that I like it because, again, it just continues the conversation too. It keeps it going. Like I have one who, she said she just started with a trainer. I said, oh, that's fantastic. You definitely have to keep me, you know, posted on how your journey's going, but feel free to keep following me if you want to, you know, if you get tired of any of the moves or workouts, or if you want some fun recipes, because sometimes we just need to spruce it up. And she's like, absolutely, I love trying new things, because you're right, it does get kind of boring after a while. So I'm still gonna have her, you know, looking her eyes on me, and I'll check in, you know, every once in a while and see how that trainer's doing, see how her budget with the trainer is going. You know, so yeah. Don't be discouraged by the no's. Absolutely. Like you kind of need to flip it, and that it's not a negative thing. That it's like, yes, I reached my daily goal of 25, and then you're like, you know what? Now I need to reassess. I didn't start any conversations that were leading towards a yes. So now tomorrow, let's add. It doesn't have to be 5, you know, you could add 1 more, 2 more, whatever it is, but just add more, you know, and just keep going until you kind of hit like, oh, okay, so this number, I got my 1 to 3 or whatever goal you want it to be. And then keep doing that, you know, until maybe it hits a plateau again. Then you got to increase the number and increase the number. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that, you know, that Melanie Mitro only thinks in her mind she's going to do just the minimum of like 20 messages. I'm sure she has, I mean, massive amounts of messaging. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are coming to her, but she still has to respond back to those people too. You know,
Right.
So I'm sure it's more than 25 a day. So
Right.
we have to also think big and can't just be like, well, that's a lot. That's a big number. So that should be enough if I just continue it every single day. No, not if you really want your why and your mission and your vision board to come true. Then no, your minimum is not going to be enough. Unless you're okay with where you're at. Then yeah, stick with it. But I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with where I'm at. I don't think y'all are okay where you're at. So wherever your minimum is, we got to bump it up.
Okay.
And don't get upset about it. You know, have a little. I mean, you kind of have to just trick yourself that it's a good thing. You know, be a little bit sarcastic and do a post like, I just got rejected 30 times. Yay! Let's go for 35 tomorrow. You know, I mean, that's a post, and that can just generate people talking. Like, what do you mean you got rejected 30 times? You know, and then you can start doing a private message with them. Well, you know, I'm looking to try and find, you know, 5 ladies who are interested, and it's taken me 30 a day to try to find 5. You know, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be so like straightforward. I'm looking for 5 women and da 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 da, and that's why you start the conversation. You know, it could be anything that starts the conversation. It can be anything that just starts it. It could be something stupid, or it can just be a question, just a random generic question. You know, like, you know, I did one last week about you know, growing up in your, you know, did you guys talk about sex, or was it taboo? You know, I got some interesting people messaging.
Yeah, I bet.
You did, Kristen. You know us. Huh.
You know, so I was like, oh, okay. So sometimes you think that like, ooh, I shouldn't. Maybe that's like a topic to stay far away. But if you do it in a certain way, you'll be surprised. And I'm starting to. So for 2 weeks, I just posted on my business page and on Instagram. That was it. I didn't do anything on my personal page. But then I was talking to Julie, and so now I told her that I was following Julie Boris, and Julie Boris is a master trainer for PIO. want to say P90X, but I know Pio and Turbo Kick. She's a master trainer. And I just was looking on hers, and her Instagram, her fit page, and her personal page, exactly the same.
Oh.
Every freaking post is on all three of them. I don't know how she does it, because it doesn't say like Instagram, like, you know, on your fit page, it doesn't say like it was posted from Instagram. And then I don't know how you do like your personal page. You can't go from Instagram to your personal page, but she has all three the exact same. And I was kind of Facebook stalking, and I was looking, I was like, oh, yep, that order, yep, same order, same everything.
But I was doing that until we were told not to.
Yeah, so she does that. You know, Danielle, Fit and Funky, she only uses the fit page. She does not use her personal page. You will notice the only reason why she has so much on her personal page is because people tag her.
Oh.
And those posts go on her newsfeed. That's not her posting it. Like one of my pictures when we went to the training, it went on her page because I tagged her in it. It's not because she didn't take the picture, I took it. But because I tagged and Danielle Natoni, it goes. So that's why her personal page has so much. It's also because she has a huge, huge organization. You know, so you can imagine those people tagging her. She only uses her business page. That's it. You know, Kim, my coach, she does. She uses her business page and her personal page. She does her personal page. She does not do any like huge call to actions. Okay, thanks, Mom. She really just does the curiosity marketing stuff, you know. She's kind of sort of talks about that she's in the test group. I don't really think she puts a lot that she says it's like the 80-day whatever it's called. She definitely does a lot more personal development and fitness and how it relates to being a mom and a cancer survivor on her personal page. So I'm just trying it out, and I'm just trying, like, when I remember, I'm not doing every single post, but I'm not discriminating whether it's just a question, whether it's a call to action, whether it's my kid stuff, my DIY stuff. I'm just when I remember, I'm putting it all the same. I'm not changing anything. Nothing.
Well, I changed my page to public.
Yay! Yeah, you have to. It's kind of scary, but you do. You have to, especially doing both, because your personal page, if it's not public, then it's going to be hard for people to friend you and to seek you out, because you need to grow your personal network. And then if your fit page isn't public, then
nobody sees it.
No one's going to see it except for the people you put out there. So somebody might be searching for, they might be searching for a fitness coach, in Calgary. You're not going to come up because you're private.
And you post your picture.
There's been a lot of people that have contacted me through Instagram.
Good. But
right?
Is your Instagram private or public?
They've asked, because it's closed and because you had to ask, I've actually gained 8 people.
Okay.
But, yeah, so now that I've done it public, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think when you do it public, you'll start to see, because then people will be able to stalk you and they'll look at your pictures and they'll be like, oh, look, she's got like awesome food pics. Like she must know what to do. So they'll probably click follow.
We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah, Pam, and you take awesome pictures.
You do.
Your food looks like it comes out of a recipe book.
Seriously, my mom.
So you might get a lot of people.
About my food. She's like, what's that coach of yours on your team? She does really pretty pictures. She's like, and you just like, I'm like, hey, well, that's my life. Okay? I'm happy that it's clean. I don't care if it matches. Quick, done. Because if not, I forgot. I ate it all.
Yeah, I know, right?
My mom. She's always my mom. Leave it to my mom. She's always there to
He's a good girl.
knock me down. Bring me back to reality. But no, I think you guys will start to see a difference. And just to play around with that, as far as what you post and where you post, I think it just depends on your people, And for right now, I don't have a lot of my people following my business page on Facebook. I have more people following my personal page and following my Instagram. So that just means I need to work on my business page as well. But also, you kind of know which platform you like better. You can't be a pro at both of them. So if you like Instagram, then focus a little bit more on Instagram and how you do that. And maybe you need to, search on some trainings and webinars on Instagram and how to do ads and promote and stuff like that. But if you like Facebook, and like Annette and I, we've invested a couple years, in Facebook, so we're more comfortable with that. But we still need to learn a little bit, but we don't need to be professionals and an expert at it. You can't be an expert at everything, because then you're just gonna be half-assed expert at everything, and that means nothing.
Right.
So yeah, pick the one that you really, really love and really get to know that to a T. Like Julie said, she posts on Instagram, but she doesn't do any ads on Instagram. She solely focuses on Facebook. That's where she's focusing on.
Really, and really the young kids, it's our age group that's on it, because the young kids aren't on Facebook.
No, they're not, exactly.
That's a dinosaur. They're on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI, yeah. So
yeah,
that's just not part of what they're doing, right? So
exactly. So that's where it doesn't hurt to learn Instagram a little bit more and to learn Instagram stories. And that I think I'm going to do that next week and kind of walk you guys through it. So everyone's just next week we're all gonna have our phones out and we're gonna look really silly on the team call, because I'm gonna make y'all do some pictures and practice, or maybe like a boomerang, like practice it, because that's the only way. It's you, especially with that stuff, you have to physically do it and kind of touch and figure out, if you want text, you want to change the color or whatever, versus me just telling you. Okay, so Instagram stories, yeah. Because if you know Instagram stories, then it's the same shit for Facebook stories, and it's the same thing for Snapchat. They all do the exact same thing, they just different platform.
So maybe when you get this stuff that Julie says done,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Susan and I can come over one evening and you help us?
Yeah, definitely. And I can even like record too, like what I'm doing on my computer screen, and then I can upload that too for the team as well to see what it is that we did.
Because if I get it, then I could share it with Pam and Margot, and
Mm-hmm.
then Margot can share it with Megan.
And yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I have one more question. So I have a Just a Shakeology customer. He's one of my male customers, and he is now wants to sell Shakeology to all his friends. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign him up as a discount coach, but he doesn't do any workouts. So can he just sell Shakeology to his friends?
Yeah.
Because they're Vietnam vets.
Mm-hmm.
And he's lost 60 pounds.
That's
Just doing
They
Shakeology.
can all be discount coaches and just get Shakeology home direct. That's it. They don't have to do
That's
anything.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Super easy.
Okay.
Super easy. So yeah, I mean, even if you have to kind of help him manage his coach online office, the back office,
Right.
I would just, for him, he just needs to know how to use the TBB app to send out the links.
And you could just do, as a coach, and just order Shakeology on the TBB mobile app? No, you got to buy a challenge pack.
You don't. Nope.
No?
So there's an option. So you click, you put in their email, you say, new coach. And then, yes, normally you have to choose the program and then you choose the flavor, right?
Right.
I think it's in blue and bold. It says skip challenge pack.
Oh, yeah.
You
Okay.
skip it, and it just goes to that $39.95 coach fee. So just have them sign up as a coach. Sign up as a coach with the coach fee first. And then 24, 48 hours, have them order Shakeology so that it's discounted.
Okay.
That's the easiest way because they're not doing the Shakeology whatever pack. Just I don't know what they called it. I think it was just a Shakeology challenge pack. They're not doing that anymore.
Okay.
Everything is linked to either quarterly all access or bot or an actual program. So
Okay.
Kid has underwear on.
So they would have to sign up as just a coach and now 34 something.
Yeah.
And then wait 2 days because I have to tell him exactly how to do it.
Yeah.
And then wait
2 days, and then you can log in and order.
Log into where?
He would log into his Beachbody account because that's how he would have to create a Beachbody account.
Can you typing, please? I want typing.
When he signs up as a coach. So the email and password.
Right.
Teambeachbody.com. Log in, and then click shop.
No.
Okay. And then send them the Shakeology link.
No, he's going to order it under his account.
For everyone?
No, for him.
No, he's already on it.
Oh, right. So everyone else, sorry. The way that everybody else would do it is the same way that he would do it. He would have to, they would still he would have to send them the link to sign up as a coach. And then they would have to sign up under their account and order Shakeology. Just like if we wanted to buy an extra bag of Shakeology, that's how they would have to start it in order to get home direct.
Okay.
So I'll probably have to walk you through and show you.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
It's doing it. What do you want? Video. Okay, that's the last word you needed. There you go. You have to click videos if you want video. It's kind of just going right to the old school way of when we sent people to our website and told them to click shop and find their challenge pack. That's what essentially each of his friends are going to have to do if they want Shakeology home direct.
It would be easier for him just to bring him to his house, right?
Probably, yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
The only way that could be easier is if he did like a 3-day refresh challenge pack. Then that would be super easy. They would get 3-day refresh, Shakeology, and they'd be a coach all in one swoop.
Okay, that's what I'm good. That's even better. And then I get volume from them. Okay, sweet. That's even easier.
And it would be better for him because then he would be hitting Success Club each time that he sold one of those. And
right.
Good too. I mean, they could benefit from starting a 3-day refresh.
Right.
Okay. Or you could always work a deal if they get the Shakeology, the 3-day refresh challenge pack. You can always buy their 3-day refresh from them if they don't want it.
Okay.
If you want to work a deal like that,
Well, they're all overweight.
Yeah.
And they see him having success, and now he's spreading the word.
Okay.
And now they all want to do it, and he's in that realm.
That's fantastic.
And he doesn't ask me questions. He doesn't want to work out. But now, I'm going to sit with him soon, and I need to be prepared to what I'm going to tell him.
I forgot also too. So since he's a vet, and this might just be a little complicated, but if they have their, I think they need like their discharge papers or something, they can get the military discount, so they don't have to pay the business fee.
Can they just
all of them that are vets?
They're veterans, yes.
Can they just do it off their military ID? They'll all still have a military ID.
Yes.
I think so. I have to go and look again. I just know what it was for active duty members. They have to have like the actual paperwork. But I can't remember what it is for veterans.
Well, I'll call customer service.
That's what I would do, just to make sure, because Susan's right. Like, they should still have their ID.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you can always look on the FAQ too. Anytime you're on your Coach Online Office, scroll all the way down, little font, it says FAQ. You click on it. And that's like Beachbody's back-end search engine.
And my little daughter-in-law, soon-to-be daughter-in-law, her mom's going through chemotherapy for breast cancer, and I gave her 3 weeks worth of Shakeology. She's been on it how many days? Third day, and she could already feel the difference.
That's
wow.
a big difference. That's
So
fantastic.
that will be my next testimony.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to go to her house maybe in a couple of weeks, and we're going to do an interview, and I'm just going to put it on my Fit page.
Yes.
So cool.
That's fantastic. Yeah, because I mean, it's got so many vitamins and nutrients that, you know, she's really having a hard time, you know,
She
anything.
was having a hard time, and I really felt, I told Brittany, and I told her mom too, I'm not doing this to sell you this product.
Right.
I'm doing this because I want you to feel better.
Yeah, feel better. Yeah.
You know,
Healthy.
I really do. And then I wanted to know how she really feels taking it so I could do a post.
Yes.
Not that I want to sell her something,
That's
but
just,
I wanted.
it's a bonus if she does.
Yes.
But that's
yes.
not your driving force.
No, it wasn't my driving force to sell her my product. My driving force was to really actually see for myself if it's going to do a change in somebody going through chemotherapy. And she's 3 days in and already feels better and has energy. So
That's so good to hear. Oh my gosh. Well, I look forward to that video, to seeing the interview, what she has to say, because that's a whole, another group of people that
right. And I did it because she's my future mom-in-law.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Very cool. So the only thing I really wanted to talk about was, I think I've gotten everybody's picture except for Susan.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. It's all right. So just whenever you get a chance, I am going to try and work on it tomorrow. I already created the event, and I sent Annette a link to it. So I'll go ahead and I can add you guys in there too. It's literally, there is no image and there is no description. I just needed to get it off my to-do list to create it.
Okay, see, I did a note.
Okay. Once it's created, then it's like, okay, I know, I see it every time, and I've got to then create an image.
So I'm working all weekend, so I'm going to try and, we're no phone zone at work now.
Okay.
It's killing me, but it's killing me. But I can't be on my phone during work. If I don't want my employees to do it, I got written up by my office.
Oh,
and then I have to write up my employees. So, they're spying on us now. So I got to write up directly from my boss, the big boss. And then she says, now it's trickling down. Make them stop. Because if you're going to stop, they're going to stop. So I speak every now and then, but like my meals, I'll snapshot and hurry and post it. But other than that, I can't scroll anymore. Or, you know.
And you know what, maybe that's a good thing, because, you know, a lot of us you've got to have some time away from it.
Right.
I've been on it is just because I'm on holidays this week, because I'm cleaning up the yard and that kind of thing. But you know what? Everybody needs a break from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you really do. And I mean, our whole world's like media, social media. But yeah, so I don't mess with mine either during work. Every once in a while I get to pick it up, but not very often.
Right.
For some reason, if the staff can't do it, I shouldn't be doing it. So I get it.
It's driving me crazy, you know.
It's because you have that fear of missing out. You're not missing out on anything. Don't worry. You can catch up later on tonight and scroll.
Right.
So it's fine. If it's an emergency, then obviously, like, somebody will call you, or you'll hear your phone ding, 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 like a million times, and you're like, okay, maybe I need to step up for a second.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna create the image, and then I'm just gonna play around and kind of see how I've worded things in the past, and I'll put stuff in there. And then if you want to, and you know, throughout the week, you know, if you want to tweak it, awesome. But it's just the event. It's not like the actual group. And then I'll create the group as well, which I need to do.
Okay.
Oh, and then did you see that the date change as far as the launch for Clean Week? So they extended.
Yeah.
The what?
Yeah. So nothing's coming out in September then. Just Sagi Week.
Yeah, hard labor. That's
Hard labor.
So now it's going to be what I say, October 3rd.
Third.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, is when Clean Week is launching, which isn't a bad thing actually, because
Good. I think it's good.
because already let's see. Because technically also that's already the week of our free, what we should, the first week of the month, a free group that we're hosting anyways. So that's kind of like a double. We can like a twofer where it can just be a generic Clean Week. And then by the way, we can also be filtering in information from the launch of Clean Week, the official Clean Week.
So how does that Clean Week work, Kristen? Like, are they supposed
They have to purchase a Shakeology sampler pack.
Okay.
And once they get the Shakeology sampler pack, then yes, they get access to, well, I mean, you get 14 days free of BOD anyways. So then they'd be able to access and watch those 7 days worth of videos. And then I guess they could do it again if they wanted to, but they only have 7 days of Shakeology.
So how much is the sample pack? Is that a specific sample pack?
$29.95, but then I don't know what that is in Canadian.
$7,000.
$29.95 equals $1,000.
So if it's 30 for you guys, it's probably 40 for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so they'll get a 7-day sampler, and then yeah, they'll automatically then I'm pretty sure then get a BOD access, or I have to tell them to go and get BOD access. I'm not sure.
So then I got one more question. When you guys get your Shakeology, and say I wanted to order Fixate, because Annette gave me some samples, and I really did like it. I've got one left. I'm waiting.
What do you?
No,
what?
you're talking about Energize.
The Energize, yeah.
Oh, Energize. Okay.
But can you guys order your stuff together? Because when I get Shakeology, because the shipping and handling is so much, like it's quite a bit. Can you put it together? Can you order together, or what they say? Or
you might be able to if you.
Call them.
yeah,
Call them and see if they can make it be shipped at the exact have the same shipping date, and then maybe they could. Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know, because it's the shipping that kills us.
Exactly.
You guys get charged in the States, but it's brutal here.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches they'll still make sure that they do bulk order. Like, okay, team, I need to order this. Anybody else need to order other stuff? And then kind of just make the most of it. But yeah, I would call them and just say, hey, I really want to add this to my Shakeology order. Is it possible to have it sent out on the same day and have one shipping?
Because you do it, Pam, for 3-month increments, right, Kristen? You could order Energize for 3 months at a time, right?
You can be on Home Direct if you want.
On Home Direct, just like your Shakeology.
All of
and
it.
ask them if they can group it together, Pam.
Yeah, you can be quarterly, you can be one time, or you can be Home Direct. I'm fighting with you, and I shouldn't. Then go ask your dad. Oh, he's actually home.
But mom said just do it better.
I guess I get the ice and the sippy cup and put the water in better. I don't know.
That's right.
I'm the one who's trying to hide cod liver oil in his water and melatonin in his water. I don't know why he wants me.
You know how long he's been saying it either. Finally it kicked in. It's like, no, go get your dad to do it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was ignoring him. I don't know how long he'd been talking.
None of us were here when he did water.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you dying? I'm sorry. You're not hydrated.
Who's had kids, right? After a while, you just don't hear it, even if it's somebody else's kids.
Turn off.
You just kind of tune it out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm going to look into a little bit more as far as the logistics of how we need to be talking about Clean Week and the process if somebody is interested. Because yeah, I just know they need to get the sampler pack, but then I don't know exactly how to direct them after that.
Okay, so is that the same with Sagi Week? If somebody wants to try it, they got to order a sampler pack of Shakeology in order to get access to it.
Well, that's just what we're saying. We're saying because I don't want anybody to just go and access BOD for 14 days for free and not be using Shakeology, because that's kind of like, that's what, I mean, we do that. We do both. That's what we feel is most beneficial. You're going to get the best results is when you pair it together, not just doing the workout programs.
Okay.
So that's just, that's kind of like just a rule that I think us Beachbody coaches are just saying, that it's not an option, that if they want to have access to hard labor, then we need some type of additional commitment. And then because the workouts is not what brings us our volume and what builds our business. It's the Shakeology that builds our business. It's the hydrate, it's the energize, it's daily sunshine, because those things they're getting on a monthly basis. And it's the nutrition part, the workout, Nina, she's doing CrossFit now too, along with doing her, her certified live trainings and, doing her regular workouts. So just like me, you guys see me doing all these other things in addition to, but what never changes is my Shakeology.
Right.
So yeah, we definitely want them with hard labor, and with any of our free groups, we really want to try to push that Shakeology sampler for them to experience that, and I think it's awesome that you gave, Brittany's mom that, because that video can also kind of be a testimony as to, how, just being able to try it out for 7 days.
Right.
Whether you work out or not is beneficial and makes changes. So I would love after you meet with her and you do your video, I would love actually to have, if I could have that video, because I would love if like each of us would do a little clip of a video and I can make a bigger video. So somebody who's going through cancer, someone who's going through menopause, in their 30s dealing with thyroid issues, so kind of hit all those little things so somebody can relate. And then we can use that in our free groups, because that's the whole point, is we're trying to get more people to our pages, but then also to realize that our team is so diverse.
Right.
So I think we should.
I would like to do one with Mr. Neese, but he's kind of a dirty old man. So I'm a little afraid to put him on video. But I think he would do it. I really think
I can always show you how to edit on YouTube, and we can go beep.
Okay.
People like it when you're real, though.
So
yeah, like that. Like how many friends does he have? He probably has it because he's real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can
not be vulgar or anything. It's just
that it may be out of, that kind of thing. But I mean, people like
a disclaimer. If you have children around, don't leave the room.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's nice for somebody to keep it real, especially, nice when it's not sugar coated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's not like fluff and everything. So yeah, that's something that I think as a team we'll work on having like that. Just a real quick clips, a video, and that could be something that we send to people that we're talking to that are interested, and they're like not really sure. I'd be like, well, I'd love to share with you a video of my team and and their testimonies. Shh.
Okay.
No. She looked at me. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the banner.
What's the banner
for?
For our Clean Week.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way,
I'll get you a picture.
Yeah, and Nat mentioned that we were all going to do, and I don't know, Nat, if this is still the thing, we're all going to take a day and do a recipe, or, okay,
Do you want me to just assign everybody a day in it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Did you see by chance that I did one just kind of a sampler practicing and I posted it to the team page?
Yes.
But I did that's kind of the direction we're going, right?
Yes.
And so did Megan did a healthy orange chicken yesterday to try and do something like that too.
Because I already know the recipe I want to do, or at least one of them.
Awesome. Okay, so assign daily recipe. I'll post that in the team page.
You're gonna do a crock pot thing or no?
Like a group or a recipe?
Or doing anything like that? Because it was like for going back to school or something like that, or?
I'm not really a great crock potter. I know like one recipe that I do in the crock pot. That's it.
Okay.
And I can't make it anymore now because my husband's vegan. So I don't know how to do in a crock pot a bunch of vegetables. I'm not making vegetable stew in a crock pot. It's boring.
A vegetable stew.
I just made lentil soup last night and it was excellent.
Oh, I could do that. You could do that.
There was no meat or anything. It was just lentil, and it was like, I was surprised because Donna had made some lentil soup or something, and somebody else made some. Like, I'm gonna try these, and they were delicious.
You know, I have done a free crock pot group because I have like a whole thing of it, but I don't know. Mine just didn't go really well. Maybe because I don't actually do them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just toss stuff. I mean, that's basically what I do for crock pot stuff.
Yeah, I kind of just like. I like doing the working the different body parts kind of free groups, and then just incorporate recipes in there.
Yeah, Brazilian butt would be fun. Just saying.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of
Brazilian booty. Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious.
You know what I mean?
I'm so proud of you, Pam.
I just
You
think
had good success on Shift Shop, girls.
I know, right? I was shocked.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I was shocked.
I wish I can't. I don't know. I like Shift Shop, but it just
The speed kills me, though. I think it
not
hurts.
my cup of tea. Like it's just I don't know.
It was like the yoga. The yoga was the same thing. I learned a lot from yoga and I kind of enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I jumped back into 21 Day Fix and I'm sore. And I'm happy, but yoga was good. And I was surprised by it, but it wasn't like, like you were talking about. It's like, it doesn't speak to me like.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not that it's not good because it is.
Right.
I mean, I got really great results as well, but I didn't wake up like I'm ready to do it. Like I'm ready to attack it. I was just like, oh, I just did this like the other day.
Well,
It worked for me.
with me,
That's awesome.
it was too hard on my knees.
Yeah.
Speed was, I don't care if I modified or not. I was in pain during the whole 3 weeks. And I liked the program, but my knees cannot handle it.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing another round because I would be going in for surgery. That's how bad my knees hurt.
The meals worked for me. You know how, like I've tried the 20-Day Fix, I've tried the containers, I've done everything. And you guys know as well, I've started over with the same 9 pounds over and over.
Right.
I always get up to about 170. And it's like, I'm so hurt. Like, how did I do this again? How did I do this again? And then I thought, I've been praying. I've been really trying to stay strict as possible. But I don't like to be hungry. And you know what? This worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
Then you should stay on it. Yeah.
I'm going to stay on this one because I've got a little tiny secret for you that I'm not ready to share yet. But yeah, that I've got to get the eating part of it. So if I can do that, then.
Pamela's gonna come out.
Pam, did you think that anything, because for me, I think I noticed, I think that's probably what made the biggest change for me and why weight was going with the yoga is because it was when you took out the grains. So No
I love oatmeal. Like I love carbs anyway, and that was the one thing I really missed. I would do the same thing every day, because I'm okay with the same meals.
Yeah.
But I would do the eggs, the Shakeology. I had my my meat with the vegetables or salad or whatever.
Mhm.
But I still didn't give up my 1 cup of coffee with a little bit of creamer. I still had it every morning. But I made sure that I drank my water. I made sure that I was set for the day. And there was a couple of times that I cheated a little bit. So I would say 80-20, right? I try to stay but it was because I wasn't doing the carbs, and I'm really one of those people that have to do just protein and vegetables. And I invented an egg bowl, right, where I was eating more vegetables, and it was all, I know it's stupid, but they came up with everything else. So, but it did work for me.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm still staying, and I'm not cheating through the weekend because I'm not hungry. So
Yay.
Awesome. I know that's where it really kind of sneaks up on us.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, but I was good all week. But then, man, we just.
yeah, and I'm not drinking, even though I would love to have a glass of wine, but I'm waiting for another 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. I just need some input for October. If you guys want to do
What month?
October.
So when are we doing the Shakeology week?
So the free Shakeology weeks is always going to be the 3rd week of the month.
Okay.
So so for September, it's going to be the 18th. We're not going to do one this week, this month, obviously, because we're going to do it one week. But next month, it'll be on the 18th. And then October, it'll be the 16th. I haven't gotten to November yet. I'm just created the events for October. So the October challenge group is going to be Lean and Mean by Halloween.
That was so cute.
I did that last year, and I'm keeping the same shit. I don't want to.
That was so cute. Uh-oh.
Hi, husband.
I can't. Yeah, I just see your hand. Like a black and white.
Welcome back.
Wow, did Krista punch you when you got home?
She does that every day.
Oh, it was the owl.
I've been practicing.
Bye, guys.
But yeah, I've if you look on my page, my Fit page, I've already scheduled out the free groups, the actual challenge groups, the Shakeology free group, and the coaching opportunity for September and October.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen your little cute list.
Yeah, I kind of want to like just I always want to kind of be like 2 months ahead.
Okay.
Really, everyone can start planning. They know exactly what they need to be talking about, inviting to, and then they know the theme. So the only thing that I wanted to get your take was, so for October, that first week, it's supposed to be our free group, right? And it doesn't need to be a clean eating group every single time. But that's also the same week that the Clean Week workout launches. So do you want it to just be Clean Week launch free group, or do you want to try and juggle 2 groups? That's where I was like, I don't know what to do.
I like the Clean Week launch idea.
Okay. Because I don't really want to kind of juggle 2 groups in the same freaking week and remember who's and what to
No,
coach.
I'd like to do the Clean Week too. I think the eating is the most important, and that's where everybody struggles.
Okay, so for October, that week, I will just put it, I might then just remove that free group and just redo it, where it'll be like Team Dauntless free or Clean Week launch or something. I'll just name it. So that whole week will be that. Take a look at how I'm doing the coach opportunity event. I'm doing it. I want it to be 5-day event, and that where each day somebody goes live and kind of just talks about their story or whatever it is. It doesn't have to be any. I'm not going to tell you what to talk about. It just needs to be I'll just assign each person to go live, and you can talk about whatever it is you want to. I will post the content in those groups, And each day will be a different topic. But as far as going live, I would like to have a lot of interaction between all of us as a team. So that will always be the last week or the fourth week of every month. And it will always start on a Wednesday. So we're going to go Wednesday to Sunday.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed it.
Just to be a little different. We're going to start on a Wednesday and we're going to end on a Sunday. I don't know why. I just thought I would just try it out. Oh yeah, Daddy wants bye-bye. We'll just try it out and see how that goes.
And that's the coaching group, right? So you want like one of us to go live once a day, one time during that week, and just share our whatever.
Your story, your why, anything. You know, maybe that week, you know, you got your biggest paycheck and you want to share, you want to explain, you know, why it was such a big deal, or, you know, maybe you accomplished something off of your vision board, you know, and you want to share that. Thank goodness I have this, you know, as a coach to keep me going. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to always necessarily be a coach related thing. It can just be something as far as why you're so thankful to have Beachbody in your life.
Okay.
You know, because maybe some people are not wanting to be coaches, but they still want to be a part of this Beachbody life. You know, so they need to see it other sides too. Or, you know, like Annette, you talk about how it took you forever and a day to say yes.
Yes. Okay, Krista.
Right? And now the damn woman still hasn't submitted her Beachbody challenge.
Oh, I know. We gotta help you work on that. Hey, we gotta get Annette
She
to.
has not come over to the house to do that. That's why.
Bye. I gotta go. See you later.
I even have bags of clothes to give
Be
her.
walking the stage for a whole nother reason.
I just need to show up to her house.
I have not had a car. My kid, this week is his last week of classes.
That's good.
Hallelujah.
After I work this weekend, the following week I will come visit.
You heard her. She said after this weekend.
Yep, she's committed.
No, she just screwed up just now.
Yes, she did. I don't know what you want.
Evil Bane, please.
Evil Bane?
Bang.
Bang?
Bang.
Can you spell it?
Bang.
Evil Bang.
Can you spell it?
Evil Bang.
You know how to spell it. B-A-N-G?
B-A-N-K.
Yes?
Bang. Want some money?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to let y'all go. But yeah, next week we will talk about Instagram stories and how to work that. I just got to write that down so I don't forget. Wait a second, Octavian. And then everybody else is good to go except Susan just has homework to send me a picture.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get it done.
And that's all. Thank you.
All right.
Have a fabulous night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Too.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Can't see you anyways.